welcome to Highlanders basketball. I am Kevin Scott. Joined alongside me is my partner in crime, Jeff Argenziano. How you doing tonight, Jeff?
How you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing well. Tonight, the Somerville Highlanders are coming in to host the Lynn Classical Rams. And what do you have to say about the game tonight, Jeff?
Kevin, tonight you're matching up with a team you already played once back on the 14th of December in the year 2021. You lost 53-27 at Lynn Classical. You just really couldn't get going, and plus what killed you was Jaden with 18 points and 3 threes. You'll see Jaden Gonzalez, number 11, who is a senior on your roster. He just could not be stopped out in the backcourt, scoring points, scoring threes, and he just led the way in off turnovers, and Somerville's had a lot of problems getting the ball over half court in that game, Kevin.
They've been having problems getting the ball over half court for the entire game. The last game that we announced there, was it last week sometime, the same thing happened. Is there any way that they could remedy that before the season's over, Jeff?
Team with a lot of backcourt ball pressure that want to pressure because they know your primary ball handler, Findendi, is also your primary scorer. So if they can trap Findendi in the backcourt, force turnovers, not allow him to get onto the front end of the offense, start the offense, then you know that you got them beat. And that's what happened in Lynn Classical. They could not get the ball over, a lot of turnovers, but now you got help with Dimitri in the backcourt, and you know that can be an additional part with also Ian playing well.
What's the keys for the Highlanders to try to win the game tonight against Lynn?
Key for the Highlanders is hopefully long rebounds on missed threes and missed jump shots by Lynn Classical. Get on the break and beat them down the court, because they have a lot of size, they have a lot of speed, they have a lot of muscle, and they're really a very bad matchup for Somerville. So that's really the number one thing you have to do. Hopefully you get some long rebounds, get some open layups out on the break, and then you get a chance to get an early lead.
All right. We're about to get the starting lineups for both teams.
Because right now overall you're 0-7. And Lynn Classical is 5-2 overall in the league, 2-2. And we will let you get to the starting fives with your athletic director, Mr. Stanley Vieira.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Somerville High School basketball, where today your Highlanders play host to Lynn Classical High School. Now for the starting lineups. First, for visiting Lynn Classical. Starting guard, the junior, wearing number 11, Jaden Gonzalez. Starting guard, the sophomore, wearing number 3, Marquise Italian. The sophomore, wearing number 1, starting forward, Almani Medina. The senior, wearing number 12, starting forward, Nico Reyes. And the senior, wearing number 24, the center, Gershon Sandu. Head coach for Lynn Classical is Marvin Eagle, and he's assisted by Rob Upton. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Somerville High School Highlanders. Starting in the center, the senior wearing number 1, Zachariah Duboka. Starting at forward, the junior wearing number 11, Jared Antonelli. The senior wearing number 13, Elias Aramusi. Starting guard, the senior wearing number 12, Ian Morales. And starting guard, the senior wearing number 1, Fedendi Francois. Head coach for Somerville High School is Mark Antonelli. He's assisted by Matt Jasmine, Ian Cohen, Matt O'Donnell, and Darryl George.
review the starting lineup.
Starting fives again, you have Medina, Avery, Gonzalez, Reyes, and Sanhu for Somerville, Findendi, Ian, Elias, Zach, and Jared. Your officials tonight, Mr. Bill Joyce, and all you old Somerville Lady Highlander fans will remember your other official, Mr. David Centrella, who was Brian Harris's top assistant for a number of years in the 90s. He will be your umpire, and Bill Joyce will be your referee. Somewhere Brian Harris is smiling, along with a lot of former players who learned under the guidance of Mr. Dave Centrella. A lot of people will think was the brains behind the operation.
Really nice man.
Very nice. Good to see him. I haven't seen him since last time I went to dinner with Brian Harris. We ran into Mr. Centrella, and that was years ago. I've stayed away from everybody, Kevin.
Glad you're not staying away from us, Jeff.
No, I can never stay away from you, man. You will have me in your thoughts the rest of your life, Kevin.
And the ball is up, and Lynn Classwell gets the first possession. Highlanders coming on a man-to-man defense. And we got travel. Thank you. Oh.
And what was before the anthem, Kevin? The player had one of those stretch pressure, pads.
And
the referees,
Bill Joyce was going to say
they were going to make him take it off because they didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
But he's on the bench, number 3, and he's 5, and he's wearing it because it is not medical. It's medical, yeah. But it's more training than medical. I mean, the football players wear those everywhere now on their legs.
You said it's more training?
Well, it's more like physical therapy, not medicine.
Findendi, nice move, nice baseline move by Findendi for 2.
Like if you pull a muscle, they give it to you for.
No, I understand what it is. Yeah, I'm surprised the referee didn't understand what it was at first.
Running the flex, Kevin.
Oh, back rims it, big board by Antonelli. Findendi looking to push. Almost threw the ball away. Looking to reset the offense. Can't find Findendi. Back at the top of the key to Antonelli. Morales thought about it, kicks it out. Taking the time, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Almost got it stolen. Morales waits for the pick. Finds Jared, 5 seconds on the shot clock. He goes baseline. Ugly shot, tipped out. And it should have been a shot clock violation. No call there. Yep. Lynn Classical still has the ball though.
Because at the buzzer, nobody had clear possession, but Somerville off the tip.
Ooh, nice hedge by Antonelli.
Don't fall for the up fake.
Oh, that's a foul.
Rebound by Reyes. Offensive board, he's going to the line for 2. Should be a foul on Jared.
No.
The
foul's on Elias. Yeah, Elias.
First foul, team's first. And Reyes going to the line.
Coach Antonelli's saying that the kids shouldn't be switching at the top of the key.
No.
Elias got mismatched down low. He's covering a bigger man, got out-rebounded, and he had to draw the foul.
Nathan started against Somerville, but he didn't have over 3 points. But that's the thing, Kevin. Look at the muscle and the size. People will remember from 2 years ago, the game at Bunker Hill. 3, 12, 2, 11, they were all in that game.
And then he was trying to go to the lane. He got pushed off the block. Swinging around back to Findendi. Goes baseline, gets hacked. There's going to be a travel.
And Findendi is back to his normal number 1. Who wore 55 if you're scoring at home in the last game against Everett.
So, just out of curiosity, we were thinking about it and talking about it last game. Ooh, can't make it. Rebounded by Findendi. Ooh, behind the back it's gonna be a carry.
Turnover.
So are these masks that the referees wearing, are these special masks, or are these just the whistles inside their mouth and the mask is holding it up?
If you're wearing the KN95 or a 95 mask, because it's cupped,
right?
You could definitely keep your whistle in your mouth there. But Dave looks to have like the same kind of mask we're wearing. I mean, would you be able to put a whistle in your
You
mouth?
can barely put it. Anyways.
Here's number 5 in the game with that.
Oh, that's an ugly shot. Morales has to block out. But nice move by number 5 for Lincoln, for Lynn Classical, Matt Corello, for 2. Highlanders down by 1 point. Jared gets.
Your scores table, we have Owen Thompson now doing the scoreboard, or shot clock. Beth O'Connor is doing your scoreboard, and back doing the book, Kevin, is your longtime childhood friend, Mr. Chris Antonelli. Did you go to grade school with him, right?
He was a year older than me.
But I mean, you know him from growing up.
Yeah. From way downtown. No. Rebounded by, big board by Chris's son, traveled by Findendi. Put the ball down on the ground first, then go.
3 turnovers for Findendi.
Everyone wants to run to the basket without dribbling. Nice head fake, but nice D by Jared. Ball's going out of bounds. Yes! Great hustle by Jared Antonelli to force the turnover.
And now it's right in free substitution. They're a very deep team. Number 1, Medina's back into the game. 5 comes in quick for some pressing and some active action, Carrillo, and he's already out. So you gotta pay attention. They're gonna sub, they're gonna press you. They're running sail, man. That's what someone's gonna do, run some active offenses to try and get some easy baskets.
From way downtown. Bang! There you go, Ian.
Team is desperate for their first win. They don't want to go 0-8, and Avery wants them to push the ball because Avery knows he can run this team off the floor. They're just going to keep running the flex.
Ooh, halfway down. Big board by Ian. Finds Findendi. Findendi looking to push it. Doesn't have anything right now. Taking his time. Little hesitation. Goes to the hole hard. Can't finish. Ball tipped around. Rebounded by Lynn. Lynn, he bumped into his own player. Oh my God!
Dave Centrilla calls the foul on number 1. Findendi. Timeout, Somerville. And no, Mr. Joyce is telling the team, the coaching staff, to calm down, as the ball is going to be inbounded baseline by Lynn Classical.
He was trying to go for the.
I thought he called a timeout.
So I think the Zebra, Bill Joyce, is telling him to stay in his coaching box, which you like to hear referees doing, enforcing the box. There's a foul.
Findendi, that's going to be 2.
Definitely a foul.
Yep. No subs. Photographer here for the yearbook. Oh, here comes out. He's asked to sub. He's subbing in.
Coach Antonelli's still upset with that last play, Jeff. 2 plays ago.
Dimitri comes in for Findendi with 2 fouls. Has to sit now. There's 3:42 in the first quarter. Makeup call.
An illegal screen by Lynn Classical.
Makeup call there with the 2 fouls on Findendi. Who's the foul on?
I don't know, but
never went to the table. Who's the foul on there? No call. Yep. No. We have no idea who that foul was on.
It's got to be one of these players that's on the court.
Just make that call, makeup call.
I think it was on number 3.
And even the assistant coach from Lynn Classical's going over the table saying who's on. Look at him. He's trying to figure out who it's on.
Nice. There you go. Big move by Elias.
Low post move by Elias. 7-3 lead. Maybe you have to get a timeout here for Avery. He's bringing in size right now, Kevin. Watch the size of this guy coming in, number 0. Screen and roll.
Good D to collapse on the big boy.
That's the last guy you want to leave open for a 3.
There you go. Great job by the Highlanders so far.
And Jaden Gonzalez is the last guy you want to leave open as they collapse 3 guys down to number 12, Reyes.
Antonelli, there you go.
Timeout.
That's his bread and butter right there. Knock that down with no problem.
Avery's letting his players adjust to the issue. I always say, Kevin, when you run the flex, you should get a wide open layup, but we'll talk about that next step ball.
Oh, gotta box out first, guys.
Beautiful.
Nice move by number 11 for Lynn Classical, Jaden Gonzalez for 2. 4-point lead for Highlanders, just about 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ooh, cross-court pass, almost got it stolen. Ian dunks it down to Jared. Jared doesn't have anything, brings it back up to the top of the key. Ian brings it in, nice move with the left.
Reverse.
He went with the left hand. They should reset. Yep, they reset the shot clock. Almost stepped out of bounds. Nice offense. Ooh, no!
Foul on Zach. And if everybody watching at home, Kevin, perfect. You have Ian use his body, went for the reverse, used his left hand, but also for everybody watching home on the JV team and on the bench, what Ian did was he got his own rhythm because he used his body perfectly on the reverse.
Exactly.
Boxed out, got his own board, and then brought it back out and reset the offense. It's his basically use of the body is what got him both of those moves.
Jared on the ground. Move it!
Warren with the board. Now a foul on Dimitri. Careless right there. Is racking up the fouls. But see, Kevin, when you run the flex, the first cut, everybody's on the baseline.
Yep.
Top of the key, you're either left or right side. The cutter that comes up on the side of the lane, a lot of teams, you have a wide open jump shot. Or you can drive the basket because everybody's expecting the cutter to cut. So a lot of guys just utilize that jump shot to get a wide open jump shot. A lot of teams don't run it that way.
There you go. See that? Ian boxed out first, then went after the rebound.
Oh, he's just exceptional use of his body.
Just throw the.
Dimitri with
You
a
can't
turnover.
telegraph the passes.
Great recovery. He's got so much size in there right now, Kevin, for a win.
Good D. No fouls. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. There you go. Highlanders are playing great defense, Jeff. Their Achilles heel so far in this first quarter is boxing out and rebounding.
3 rebounds by Elias. Finger roll home.
Coach Antonelli is calling a timeout with 25 seconds to go in the quarter.
So this game, Mr. Avery, your head coach, Marvin Avery, 15-year Lynn Tech coach. He's been back here. He's been here at this team for 2 years. This is probably his third year. He wants to up-tempo and press. So the 1920 year was his first year, so this would be his 3rd season with Lynn Classical since coming over from Tech. So this year, it's the captains are Tyler Wilson, Brady Warren, and Jaden Gonzalez. And they'll also be your best shooters. They'll shoot the lights out. And he's also knowing that he has flexibility with this team. He has size, he has guards, he can run. So this is going to make some noise. He feels that they're going to have some good action coming up in the Greater Boston League. However, they just lost to Lynn English on the 13th of this month, 67-46. So they are just coming off that loss right now to Lynn English. So a little hangover from that game, Kevin, as you got killed in the second half.
Really bad.
Yes. Jaden hit back-to-back threes to try to cut the lead, but
Gotta get it over.
Lynn English won
The
an
shot
18-0
clock's
run.
turned off.
Yep.
Antonelli gets it up. From way downtown. Oh, big board. There you go.
Push on Derek. Who great box out by Jared.
But Zachariah keeping the ball alive.
So
Tipped it back to Jared.
Give Zach a tip on that. And going with Jared to the line for 2, the first 2 free throws for Somerville in this game. And they're looking to win this quarter if you're playing quarter points like the old CBA did.
Who does that?
Well, CBA did it for years.
I know, but
I was not a fan of it. I argued with the commissioner for years to get rid of it.
The two of you were tight like that?
Yeah, well, I was the director of player personnel for the CBA.
Yeah, no, but...
And I told him, I said, you know, Dennis, you got to cut this out. And he told me to go pound sand, basically.
Probably not the first person to tell you that.
So at
Or
the
the
time, so it's probably 60 years.
Oh, nice money. Shoot
At the
it!
buzzer.
Good for goes! No. And that's the end of the first quarter. Somerville 11, Lynn Classical 7. Great defense by the Highlanders for that quarter, Jeff. And we'll see what happens come second quarter.
So Dennis said to me, he said, you know, so basically the CBA was 1 year older than the NBA. And he said, at that time it was probably 60 years. He said, so we're going to get rid of 40 to 45 years of tradition because you don't like it, Jeff? And I said, yeah. He said, just worry about your players. Let me worry about the operations of the league. I said, okay, Dennis. So as it turns out, got rescheduled games from the pandemic stop in the first week of January. The KIPP Academy game, which was going to be here in December, is now going to be on Monday, February 7th, 2022. So get out your pencil and eraser there, Mr. Johansson, and set up your schedule. The other game that was bypassed was Lynn English, which will now be on the 16th of February at 7 o'clock here. So if everything remains strong, we'll get that all together. Your makeup games, Lynn English on the 16th, and KIPP Academy will be on the 7th. That's a Monday and a
Wednesday.
Monday at 6 and Wednesday. And remember, the game during vacation, which only applies to schools, against Holliston High School is on the 22nd. That's at 2 o'clock. I will have to take a vacation day.
Oh, wait, what day was that?
It's on a Tuesday, right?
On the February 22nd?
Yeah.
Anyways, back to live action.
And that will be senior day. A lot of seniors on this roster.
Oh, you almost stepped out of bounds. Big shot there by number 13, Elias.
Is that a three?
That was a three, Jeff. 14-7 Highlanders. Is Findendi hurt?
No, he's got foul trouble.
How many fouls does he have? Oh, big steal. Easy, take your time, watch behind you. There you go.
Kyle Betts is in the game now, number 3.
Waiting for the play to develop, Jeff. Ian doesn't have anything.
Watch out for this quarter for Gonzalez.
Oh, Dimitri gets smacked. No foul call. Shoot it from way downtown. Oh.
Ripped away. Could have been a jump ball, but great effort by Ian for 3 more.
Oh, pretty pass. Pretty pass there by number 0 for Lynn Classical.
Who hit it?
Derek Marjorie.
Yeah, number 0.
Omagori.
Great size.
Move it, move it. Ian brings it in, dumps it. Oh, throws it at his feet.
And Jaden just can't wait to get into the game to start firing up threes.
No, strong, ugly shot.
Ripped away.
Oh, got to travel.
Reyes with the offensive board, but then he travels. Here comes Gonzalez. Here comes 14, Josiah. 22 back in the game. Brady Warren is also a 3-point shooter.
All right. Hudson Jones into the game.
Just riding him, being held.
Ooh, almost got a double dribble. Kick ball. No call. Steal the ball. Oh.
Great recovery by number 3, Avery, who remember had big points the game at Bunker Hill. Jones is a deck, Kevin.
Oh, almost traveled. Dimitri brings it in. Little jump stop. Throws it off the foot again. Stop the ball. Oh, it's going to be a foul on number 24, Hudson Jones.
16 fouls for Somerville. Going to the line will be number 1.
Coach Antonelli is looking for his boys to run the offense. They haven't done it yet.
Medina going to the line for the first 2 free throws. For him, 1 for 2 is so far. Lynn.
They might have had one offensive set that garnered them any points, but aside from that, it's been pure hustle off of missed shots, rebounds, fast breaks.
Cuts it to 2, Kevin. Somerville was up. Lynn was stuck on 3 points. People who love movies with The Rock will remember movie was filmed in the Lynn Classical Gym with Kevin Hart. Was that one called Equalizer? Kevin Hart is The Rock is there on the cover. It was filmed at the Tavern.
It wasn't an Equalizer. Equalizer was Denzel Washington.
Yeah. Whatever that movie was called. They filmed all around here. They actually filmed in the Tavern when the Antonelli family owned it.
Yep.
And then they filmed when Kevin Hart does the backflip. He was the Jet. And he does the backflip, and that's when you walk into the gym for Lynn Classical. And then those shots were filmed in the gym. When The Rock comes out of the shower, singing in the shower.
Oh. That's almost, there you go. Ooh, almost double dribble there. The referee didn't. Ooh, Ian from way downtown. Can't fit. Let's go. Way downtown. Man.
There's the 3-point shooter, Brady Warren.
There's the first. Well, no, it's not the first lead.
No,
they had the lead earlier in the first quarter.
First lead in a while.
Yeah.
Jared and Findendi coming back in no matter how many fouls he has.
Oh, nice pass from Dimitri. Oh, Zachariah can't finish. He can't put it back up. Stop the ball. Stop the ball. Turn him. Ooh, nice move behind the back. Can't finish though.
Fade away in the paint, Reyes.
Things are getting away from the Highlanders. You gotta wake up. Go to the ball. He's right there. Dimitri has the ball. Everybody's breaking back now. Nice heads. Dimitri double pumps for 2.
Calls a timeout.
Who called the timeout?
It's definitely Somerville.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, timeout Somerville, full timeout.
Okay.
What's that movie called? The Wrong Guys?
I don't know.
It's filmed during the summer, probably of 16. Andrea Rayo was in it. She was like in the background yelling. She claims her voice is in the back when they were going down Medford Street. They walk out of Medford Street thinking like they're walking out of the Tavern, but they use Medford Street for the street shots. And all the trailers are at Trum basketball courts. They took over the basketball courts. Been cool if The Rock would have, built a nice basketball court there, like what Adam Sandler did. When they filmed the second Grown Ups, they used Swampscott High School, and they tore up the field. And they replaced the field. They put turf. They redid because they tore it up with all the sets and everything.
Right.
Remember back in the day when it was what was that movie, the fire one? Back in the 90s, it was such a big deal when the next Karate Kid was filmed in Massachusetts. Everybody freaked out. Oh my God, there's a star here. And now when Deval Patrick came in, they gave him the tax credits. How many movies were filmed in Boston?
A lot.
It's every day there's a movie being filmed in Boston.
I almost ran over Mel Gibson in West Roxbury.
Really? What were they filming?
It'll come to me.
Remember they filmed the Pink Panther on Newbury Street and they said it was Paris. It was set as Paris.
Oh, that's on your charge. Oh!
Walking foul on Antonelli.
He was there, I thought.
Mystic River, that was in East Boston. Kind of depressing movie.
He misses his first.
Backdraft. That was the fire one.
That's the fire, okay.
Boston, yeah. All right,
Knocks down a second.
Enough movie talk. Until you and I star in one of them, Kevin, there's no sense of talking about Hollywood.
Can't leave your feet. Fendeni comes into the game and turns the ball over right away.
Running the flex again. See, that shot's open. Why don't you just take it?
Good D by Zachariah. Antonelli picks up the loose ball. He's on the ground. He gets hacked, no call. Finds Fendeni. Fendeni looking to push. He got Ian wide open. Oh. Big Jared. Oh. Knuckleball jumper. He had no rotation on that shot whatsoever. That's probably the reason why it came out too.
For 3 more.
No.
Slow moving 3-point release. Kind of like Betancourt. And Elias says, I'm going to match it, but he's on the line.
How come these guys got to set your feet, square up, shoot the ball?
Nice step back, Kevin.
That's an ugly step back. I knew that wasn't going in either.
I didn't say the shot was good, but it was an ugly release. Beautiful release. Timeout, Avery. Wants to mask on. Good job, Avery. The basketball committee met on the 12th of January of 22nd. A lot of issues going on here. We will talk about many of them. The official topics. Bill Boudier, who's one of the assigners up in Board 140, he discussed the importance of coaches taking a lead role in assisting with the current mask requirement. Officials are recommended to enforce the mask requirement in the same manner as the uniform rule.
Is that right?
It'd be nice if the officials did say to every player, put your mask up unless you're coming out of the game. We've only seen a couple of guys do that.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
Well, that's what Bill Boudier is asking you to do.
You know, and I know, that's not happening.
The next meeting is scheduled on February 10th. However, they are looking for volunteers to serve on the seating subcommittee. They will review any and all issues in advance of tournament seating. I thought you were going to have it all done by a computer now, so you don't need the seating anymore. You don't need the seatings anymore. It's all going to be done by the pairings. But we'll go over the next couple of rules and stuff that went over the meeting, because this is all stuff people need to know.
Here you go. Highlanders are down by 6 points from way downtown. Back rims it. Big board by Fendendi.
That's really not the flex that they're running there.
No.
It's more like zipper.
Fendendi with a lot of fancy dribbling. Doesn't have anything. Kicks it up top to Ian. Ian over to Fendendi on the wing. Crosses over, brings it into the paint, dumps it down to Zachariah. Can't finish. He got hacked, no call. Should have been a foul call, nothing there.
Medina with another board.
Lynn Classical looking to push it. Highlanders get back on G.
Medina does not need a screen to get open.
Good D by the Highlanders right now.
Number 2 Wilson in the game too, Kevin. He can hit that too, Avery.
Good job. Oh, nice move behind the back. Oh. Nice contested that shot by
Elias has 5 boards, Kevin. It's just incredible today what he's doing.
But I like the way that Zachariah contested that shot without trying to foul. Made him miss the shot.
Calling zipper.
Ooh, Fendendi.
Yes,
strong move. Very strong move by Fendendi right there, Jeff, to get the basket and the foul.
And it's good to see him back into the game with 11. Foul will be on number 11. So that is Gonzalez's first foul. Subbing out, back in the game, number 22, Brady Warren with 2 threes. Not to be confused with Brandon Wilson. And then he taking his time, knocks it down, Kevin.
There you go. Brings it within 3.
3 for 3 as a team is Antonelli. And Classical was expecting a much bigger lead than this. He does not need a screen, Kevin. Free-willing subbing coming back in, tipped away by Findetti out of bounds. I think the Bose speaker is above us. You think the horn is on the speaker? It seems like it's amplified.
It's quite possible.
There's no need for that. They're just going easy right now, Kevin. They're just running through a flexible offense. They should go back to the flex because they open shots.
No! That shouldn't have counted. He was still in his hand.
Another rebut. Give a 4th rebound to Ian, though, Kevin.
This is huge right now. Highlanders only down by 3. Big
Zipper again up the top of the key.
Easy, don't. 15 seconds, and then he bringing it in. There you go. Oh. Shot clock turned off.
Trying to get a 2 for 1.
It's off his foot.
Yep. Coach Antonelli wants his team to communicate, Kevin. They're all quiet.
I just got a text from somebody who must be watching us on YouTube Live.
Are they now?
And they just said that the movie was Edge of Darkness.
No, it isn't.
I don't think it is either.
No. I don't know a lot of things, but I know it's not called that. It's like Spy Hard or Get Tough.
3 seconds. 8 seconds. The kid's in the paint all day.
Kevin Hart is known as the Jet. At the buzzer.
And that's the half.
People think The Rock's going to run for president, though, as Dwayne Johnson.
Well, why not?
I would.
Anyways, at the half, Highlanders 19, Lynn Classical 22. And we're back, Jeff. Coming back at halftime, Highlanders are down by 3 points. Let's get the first half stats.
Going over the stats, Kevin. First, Somerville, 2 points for Dimitri, 3 for Ian, but it's Ian's 4 rebounds, using his body well. 4 points for Jared, 5 points for, 5 for Ilias, and 5 points for Findetti. They're 3 for 3 from the free throw line for a total of 19 points. For Lynn Classical, Derek with 2, Marquise Avery with 2, Carrillo with 2, Reyes with 3, 4 for Gonzalez, 3 for Medina and leading the way. Brady Warren with 6 for a total of 22. Foul trouble, Somerville, Findetti with 2. Everybody else just has 1. 1 timeout taken by Lynn Classical and 2 timeouts taken for Antonelli. So that means 3 left for Antonelli. Total of 5 per game. No more 20s. That hasn't been for a couple of years.
I was going to say. So during halftime, one of the fans in the stand, and there's very, very few fans, but I believe he's an administrator from Lynn Classical, said that his wife is watching us on YouTube, Leah Warren, and she texted him to say that the name of the movie was Central Intelligence.
Yeah.
Just like, so thank you, Mrs. Warren, for that useful information.
And Mr. Warren was on the set, working outside his classroom when they filmed Central Intelligence in the Lynn Classical School. And the foyer entry to the gym is where it was. And he talked about the great spread that they put out for lunch for the cast, and they allowed the school to go there and get that same food that was provided by the studio.
He said that it was one of the best meals he's ever had in his, best lunches he's ever had in his life. All right, Lynn Classical throws it right out of bounds.
And they really did the Lynn City proud with the schools, the exteriors that they used, Lynn English and Lynn Classical, and Somerville as well. Now Derek is in the game, so they're going with size, Kevin. he's going to be boxing out Zach, so keep an eye on the strength that they want to put out there. Still running zipper.
Oh.
And now they're calling a foul. Offensive
foul on Zach?
Somerville. Yep.
Are you serious?
Yep. Sub already taking Derek out of the game, Kevin, after he just drew the foul. Coach Antelli, deep discussion with Mr. Joyce.
Two of them been in deep discussion the whole game.
So
Jeff.
who's the foul on? Zach?
They called a foul on Zach. Definitely.
Okay. And for drawing that foul, Kevin, Derek leaves the game. Is that a makeup call?
That's a makeup call right there. Definitely. 110%.
Foul number 2, Tyler Wilson.
Coach Antonelli was massaging him a little.
Yes. Now he comes out of the game. So free flow and subs for, you make a mistake for classical, you're out. However, Derek didn't make a mistake. He drew the foul, but he left right away.
All right, Findendi goes baseline, goes up strong. There you go, Findendi with 2. Brings the Highlanders within 2 points with 1 minute gone.
Away, Kevin, from the defense, uses his body well, keeps control, keeps the same release point on his jump shot.
That should have been a travel, no call.
Yeah, Avery travels again.
So another travel, thank you. The Zebra knew that he missed the first one. He's like, let me call this little baby steps, a travel. Coach Antonelli's calling flat on offense. Findendi brings it in. Elias from way downtown. Back rims it. Big rebound. And there you go. Great hustle by Jared Antonelli to tie it up for a jump ball. Possession arrow going the Highlanders' way.
But Reyes did get the board.
Yes, he did.
Somehow every time I go to Lynn Classical, Kevin, I take a wrong turn.
There you go, Findendi. Goes right by him. Goes up. Oh, can't finger roll off the glass.
Another rebound by Reyes. You got to get him off the glass, Kevin.
Big boy,
6.
man.
They're going to reset. Doesn't need a screen, Kevin. Offensive foul.
Yes.
Oh, they hit the support. You calling, Dave? Foul 11?
Foul number 11 for...
No, 12?
No, number 11. Number
No,
11.
it's on 12.
Wait, is that what it was?
Yep.
Sorry. Like you say, these referees, they don't go to the reporting area.
Yeah, Dave, come on.
Maybe he's not used to it because it's a new gym. He doesn't know where the reporting area is.
Well, he
know.
coached many games in this gym.
Oh, Findendi. There you go. He gets hacked.
Yeah, 5.
Is that in the act of shooting, though?
No. That's first on
No,
Carrillo.
I'm going to say it's underneath the basket.
Avery coming back in. Carrillo out. Maintaining a 1-point lead is playing with fire is the Rams here.
Findendi can palm the ball.
Huh?
I was like,
Look at that.
I thought I was the only person that saw that. And he gets it. He can palm the ball and he gets it stripped.
All the way for 2 is Wilson or Warren.
And then he brings it in right to Jared. Jared can't get the loose ball, kicks it out to Ian. Ian brings it in, dumps it down to Zach. Zach gets hacked, caught it, boom, basket and 1.
Basket counts and a foul by Zach. Foul will be on number 1. So Medina now with 2. That was when Jordan freaked everybody out of the slam dunk competition when he was just palming the ball on every dribble.
All right. Tied up at 24 with 5:25 to go in the third quarter. Let's go, guys.
Low scoring affair, exactly what Coach Antelli wanted this game to be. And they're holding Gonzalez to 4 points, Kevin.
Oh, nice D by Ian. Ooh. Good D by the Highlanders.
For 2. That's a 3.
There's nothing you could do on that. That was great defense by the Highlanders. Just a great shot.
Well, you allowed a travel to go through.
Somerville looking to run the offense right now.
Running Salem, look for that second screener coming through.
Ian gets the ball. Sorry, not Ian. Findendi gets the ball at the top of the key.
Offense just died.
Findendi brings it into the trees, gets hacked. Ball's gonna be out of bounds. Looking to run Salem right now. There you go.
Cross screen.
Oh, you got Jared. There you go. Off the glass for 2. There you go.
Within 1, Kevin. They're staying back and forth within 1. Oh.
Whoops.
Warren can't palm the ball.
Ooh,
Screen
nice.
roll.
That's gotta be it. No! What are you talking about? Come on, guy.
Oh, Dave.
Let that one get away from you, Dave.
2 fouls on Jared Antonelli. Coach Antonelli questioning the call to
I
Mr.
questioned it
Centrilla.
too. He was there. And this is where we don't have instant replay. But next year, next season.
Next
When we're
season,
back in this newly remodeled gym, we'll have instant replay again.
yeah. People like that call or not, I take Dave Centrilla every game. Shoot the first free throw. 2 shots. Yeah, he was going up. No, he's going up.
No, he was going up.
He's definitely going up.
Going up. Still a bad call.
Yeah.
Ball don't lie.
He's going up. He's definitely going up. Come on, Dave. Let the subs in, will ya? 24. Sandow has not been in the game since the beginning.
What is going on here today?
Well, it's because they keep asking for explanations. So Dave went over and gave him the explanation and did not do his duty of letting the subs in after the first free throw.
They have like little Zambonis in the school now.
Oh, they have those where I work
Ball
too.
don't lie.
As they say in the G League, Kevin, tell the truth on the court. Or the G League, whatever they want to call it now.
Is that what they call it?
Well, because you can't say
The ball. It's okay.
the ball don't lie is reference is
Rasheed Wallace.
is negative. Ball don't lie is negative toward the officials. So the players came up with a term to use that the officials wouldn't say. So they say tell the truth on the court. The players came up with that. Because if they say ball don't lie, that means they're being detrimental to the officials.
Whatever.
Not detrimental. You know the word I'm trying
Yep.
to use. I didn't do well on my SATs.
I can't remember what I got on my SATs.
I had 1260, Kevin. Which doesn't even compute now. I don't know. The new formula, I have no idea.
What are you passing it to?
Still running Salem. Pass goes out of bounds. Eventually, Gonzalez is going to get some open threes.
No, but Coach Antonelli coached them properly. They know to find them. Don't give them any threes.
Great defensive game plan here.
They've been playing great. Ooh, yeah! These kids aren't going to get. This isn't the NBA. You're not James Harden.
Gonzalez.
You're not James Harden. 3 minutes to go. Findendi gets stripped, ball going out of bounds. Zach saves it. No, he doesn't. I like to see that hustle from Zach, diving on the floor to get the loose ball.
To try the recovery from Findendi, who lost the ball going through because he was trying to utilize his body. The defender for Lynn Classical knew that, so he stepped back, pulled the chair out basically as the guard.
I used to love doing that.
Yeah, it was more for the forwards that use that terminology.
No, but like
Reyes with the low post
from way downtown. Oh, back rims it. Dimitri couldn't get it. Oh, too many opportunities for the Highlanders there.
So offensive board by Reyes, an offensive board by number 2.
And then he blows by
Wilson.
him. Dimitri brings it into the trees, kicks it back out. Why would he?
This is where the turnovers go. Oh, hits the deck for 3 more.
You gotta box that big boy out.
You gotta stop Reyes somehow. 5 offensive rebounds for Reyes for a total of 8. Derek coming back in, who has 2 points and 2 missed free throws.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Think about Lynn, Kevin. You can just go from school to school. Lynn Tech, Classical, St. Mary's of Lynn, and English.
To do what?
To study.
Oh.
Another board. Well, St. Mary's of Lynn, you can't unless you get a waiver because it's a private Catholic school.
All right, that's what I was gonna say.
But there are players that did it. For 3 more. Eventually, he's gonna hit him.
And we got a timeout by Lynn Classical.
2 threes.
St. Mary's and Lynn.
What was his name? The center last year for Lynn English. He played here against Somerville in 17-18.
I'm never gonna remember that.
And then he went to St. Mary's of Lynn for his sophomore year, went back to Lynn English for his junior year, won a state title, and was back last year for his senior year, and beat Somerville in the tournament.
I like kids do that. Like, they don't build any rapport. I mean, granted, Lynn is only so big, so they're probably seeing all these kids when they're done after school or whatever.
Diamond Jack Garrity was
like,
the
you
Grand
don't
Marshal.
build any rapport with anybody.
I know.
Like,
Well, you grew up in the city. Diamond Jack Garrity was a big part of Lynn English's success. He was the Grand Marshal of the parade in this convertible. Haven't seen high heaven of him in years. Try to call him up on the phone, it just goes to voicemail. I don't think he wants to talk to me anymore. Next time out after the quarter, we're going to go over some more items that happened at the basketball committee meeting. Some information a lot of you will want to get out your calendars to write down. Diamond press right now, Kevin. Trapping in the backcourt. Trapping Ian. And they get the steal, Kevin. Ian gets it back. Findetti gets it back.
And it's got it. Well, it's
Findetti,
big blow!
Jared with the block, but it counts as a foul.
And here's another thing. These kids in their passes, you gotta do a chest pass. Do a chest pass.
Well,
they're throwing the ball around and everything.
Here comes Ian Bourne, Kevin.
Step.
Ian Bourne will come in next to the ball, probably for Findendi.
Remember that basketball camp that was on TV back in the day? What was it? It was trying to mimic, what was the name of the baseball one?
The baseball bunch with Johnny Bench?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they had a basketball one that was trying to mimic that. And they were always talking about, when you pass, make sure your thumbs are down. Pass, right? What was it called? Anyways, I'm never going to get it. Hopefully someone on YouTube is watching this live. They can text either Jeff or myself.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on that one.
Coach Antonelli's trying to draw calls. Doesn't have anything there.
Come up, Derek.
Good D. Good switch there by Findendi. Good D. Go. There you go. Watch behind you. There you go.
Ian with another board. 7 boards for Ian.
And we're only down by 7 points. This is a big possession here for the Highlanders to try to end the third quarter. Dimitri picks up his dribble, finds Jared. No, that's not Jared, sorry.
That's Ian Bourne.
Ian Bourne.
Dimitri's got the old Detroit Piston Mark Aguirre going on with the pants.
Findendi, gets hacked.
Foul on Derek. Somehow Tyler Wilson keeps hitting the deck.
How many fouls does Derek have?
He's retying his shoes. Derek has 2. Findendi going to the line is 1 for 1. Now he gets 2. Derek's a good 6'7", Kevin. Lane violation, another shot. Coach Anselli milked that call because Dave wasn't about to call it. Gets a retake here, Kevin. It was a lane violation on Lynn Classical. Now what? Sorry, Beth.
What is going on?
For 3 more.
Grab the board, guys.
Another 3, Kevin. Count it.
He's getting away.
First 3 for Marquise Avery.
Let's get in the way. Give it to him. It's a 9-point lead. Shot clock turned off. 16 seconds to go. Ian dribbling the ball, gets by his man. Oh, he could have finds Zach. There you go. It's the first great bounce pass that he had all game instead of throwing it at Zach's feet or Findendi's feet. Big board by Dimitri. At the end of 3, Highlanders 29, Lynn Classical 36.
So, in the committee meeting, basketball liaison Peter Smith provided an update on the plans to report for gym capacity in preparation for the tournament. Plans are moving forward to host the state finals at Songas Arena. For whatever reason, this is your first actual state finals, and you're going to have it at Songas Arena. You're not going to have it at the Garden. Weekend of March 18th and the 22nd. They're looking to have state semifinal round sites. Discussion took place regarding potential use of the Garden as a semifinal site. You can have people go to Songas Arena, but you're not going to try to get the Garden to be your state final site. Any game other than the finals are all at the home site. So the higher seed gets the site the whole time. So I'm not too happy about that. But they have a vote 17-0 to recommend the Garden being used for state semifinal games. They also regarded the MIAA tournament format regarding the minimum site capacity for home sites during the round of 8.
So was it the Garden that didn't want the high school tournament?
Well, we'd have to check to see if the weekend of the 18th and 20th, if there are games. State finals have not been in the Garden since 2005. For hockey, they're there every year.
Dimitri bringing it in, picks up his drill, doesn't have anything. Dumps it down to Ian, dumps it over to Ian Bourne for 2. There we go. Gets it back within 5. Highlanders need a big stop here. Keep the momentum going.
And the thing that would happen, Kevin, is the state final for hockey always was on the Sunday of the St. Patrick's Day parade.
Oh, so he couldn't drink any Green Beer?
No, well, by the time you got to the end of the turn, like the 5 o'clock and the 7 o'clock game, people were coming in from the parade.
Oh, okay.
And they were,
also they're a little bit rowdy.
On air.
And they had green tongues and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And this is getting ugly.
All the way for 2.
Oh. He thought he was going to dunk it.
So I always say, like, how can you have the guard and have hockey, but you never allow the basketball? I mean, any player wants to be on that garden floor like you did.
89-90. Damn, I'm old. Oh, there you go. Oh, make the layup, buddy. There you go, Zach. There you go. Too bad Zach's a senior this year. It would be good to see him come back.
Derek wants in, Kevin. He knows he's got to box Zach out.
Oh, Pendetti almost had a wide open dunk.
For 3 more.
Short.
That's off.
Over the back. 7-point lead for Lynn Classical. Pendetti crosses over, brings it in, dumps it down to Ian. He gets hacked. Ball's knocked out. Oh, they called a foul. I thought it was a clean block, Jeff. It must have gone down in the body.
Ouch. Bringing in the size. Look at the size coming in, Kevin. He's bringing Sandu back into the game, too. Ian going to the line for the first time in this game, Kevin. Ian with only 3 points, but 8 rebounds. Here comes your size, Kevin. Look at this coming in the game. Reyes leaves, but look at the size coming in.
Oof. That's a big lineup for Lynn Classical.
I got you.
Ian misses them both.
And
Ian's
Warren gets the
generally
board.
a good free throw shooter.
Very good.
2-minute carry.
Oh, screen. Should be an illegal screen, Dave. 3:33, Ian Bourne. Going to the line because they're over the limit. No, they're not.
No, how?
I know. I've lost it. Why is he subbing in now?
I don't know. It's a lot of subs. That's why it's 8:30 right now.
No.
What is going on today?
Tee him up.
I'm trying to get your text. We're yelling over here.
It's 2 shots. That's what I was saying. It wasn't. He definitely wasn't shooting.
I was looking at.
You gave it to him. What do you mean you threw it? You're trapped. You can't take points off the board. Oh, so when I ask you to correct you, just let me go out. That's the first time you did that one. Good call, coach. Good call, coach. Hey, it wasn't lying when you were doing. Good call, coach. It wasn't 1-1.
That's what I said. I said he wasn't going. They only have 14 fouls. How are you saying it's 1-1? That's what I said from the beginning.
No, you were right. I was looking at the other side. Still not 1-1, but no, it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Next foul will be number 1-1 for them.
Travel.
Turnover, Avery. So we're going to erase these free throws here for Gonzalez. I don't have an eraser mate pen, Kevin. Remember that eraser mate? They said you could erase ink, but only the ink from that pen. Oh, I learned that one the hard way.
Wait, never mind. I don't even want to get back. I don't want to. We'll do this one offline. Anyways, oh, you can't telegraph the passes, guys.
Oh, there goes the
there
water.
goes the water.
Chris Antilli, great hands, but he knocks over the water and the hand sanitizer.
All right, don't go. Pendetti with the ball, crosses over, brings the foul line extended, finds Dimitri from way downtown.
He got fouled.
No. Oh, Zach tries to hit it out. Oh,
Zach is hit.
I thought he twisted his ankle, but he gets up fine. Great hustle to get back.
Derek wants the ball in the paint, Kevin.
Highlanders got lucky on that.
Sit
Lynn
down.
Classical didn't take advantage of Zach being on the ground down in the backcourt. Good D by Pendetti. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ooh, Ian almost takes his money. Ian's on the ground. There you go. Yeah, Coach actually gets a timeout. I didn't even know if he had possession of the ball.
No, he didn't, but they granted him a timeout. No, remember they had a thing called the CTBS test? It was like, you know, an MCAS.
Yep.
I did the CTBS test with an eraser mate pen. And I was erasing the questions on the perforated sheet. Mm-hmm. But you don't submit the top, you submit the bottom. They take the bottom as a perforated sheet.
Right.
So when I made the marks with the eraser mate pen, I was answering the questions, but it went to the perforated part, and I was erasing the ink on the top. Get it?
I get it, but
yeah. That's why I said I learned that one the hard way. I had to go meet with the guidance counselor. She said, "You know, I think you were looking at the wrong questions or something here. It seems like you're off a couple of answers here."
Only you, Jeff.
I know. And they said, next time, Jeff, number 2 pencil, please. I know. I told you, I learned that one the hard way.
I don't know what to say.
I know. I'm lucky I've made it this far, Kevin. Somehow. Joel was pumped up on the bench, Kevin, after that timeout. Coach Antilli must have got them really pumped. Next time out, I'm going to read you some more of the issues that went on at the January 12th basketball committee meeting. You're going to want to hear a lot of these. See, the whole thing, you're not supposed to have a home game until the semifinal. It's at the higher seed, so all the way to the final 8. Mm-hmm. So if Somerville gets to the final, the games are still here. You don't go on. There aren't neutral site games anymore in the tournament. But if Somerville loses today, it's going to be very hard for them to make the tournament.
Oh, come on, Zach. Ian from way downtown. No. 4:30 to go. 7-point lead for Lynn Classical. Ooh, Danny takes his money. Just pick the ball up and go against. Make the layup. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
2 offensive boards, Kevin.
Oh, gonna make me pull my hair out, Jeff. Oh, Dimitri gets blown by. Don't foul. It's a 5-point game. Do not foul him. Do not foul him. Thank you. All right, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, he's wide open. No. Coach Angelini's beside himself. I would be too. No one boxed out number 11.
Offensive foul.
Oh my goodness. Are you serious?
4 fouls now on Jared.
That's...
5. That's 1-1 now. It's 5 fouls on Jared. And it's 1-1.
Wait, 5 fouls on who?
Jared. That's 5 fouls on Jared.
Oh.
I know you did everything, Jared. Jared got run over, takes the charges, Kevin. Says, "Oh, I'm leading the league and taking charges."
Unbelievable. You
So
can't say
Jared
anything. Like, he's
the
been
game
hustling all game. He's
with
been
6
diving on the
points.
ground for loose balls, taking charges that aren't getting called, sacrificing his body. I mean,
I think Dave's going to tee him up pretty soon. Dave's getting tired of him. No. It's not even 1-1 yet.
no, great.
Great hands by Ian. Tell you, Kevin, player of the game is Ian. To do what he's done against these guys are all conference players, Kevin. Dimitri.
There you go. Unbelievable. Missing too many bunnies, guys.
For 3.
Don't foul. You got plenty of time. It's only a 5-point game.
Screen and roll, Kevin.
There you go. Good D by Dimitri. Ian State. Oh,
Avery
wow.
for 3. Count it. Ooh.
Jump ball.
Away.
Possession now is going Lynn Classical's way. Just under 3 minutes to go. Highlanders are down by 5 points. Ball is going to be out of bounds.
Subbing again. 14 coming in the game for the first time, Kevin. Josiah. Ian Morales, great defensive pressure here today. That should be double dribble.
No, shouldn't. Anyways, Jeff. Good D. Easy. Oh, look at. Easy. Get back.
Fresh body, fresh legs off the bench, Kevin.
Ooh, nice crossover.
Gathers himself. Great rebound play by Josiah's first 2 points of the game. Comes in, fresh body, fresh legs to put that pressure up. Josiah Severe. He's a senior.
Dimitri from way downtown. Oh, halfway down.
Ian Bourne.
Ball's out of bounds. Oh, wait, what?
No, same way, Dave.
What is going on? Jeez.
Here comes Severe out of the game. 5 is back in. Carrillo. Ian Bourne.
There you go. There you go. I like that Ian was trying to be aggressive, trying to go baseline.
He's going to the line, Kevin, for the 1-and-1.
Let's make some free throws, please.
Ian Bourne with 2 points.
Points while the clock is stopped are key right now.
Yes. 2 minutes close. Subbing in, Avery back. Carrillo only coming in for offense and defense. Ian Bourne.
So is Marquise the son of Coach Marvin Avery?
I think so. Man, the game at Lynn Classical. I mean, Bunker Hill. He was there as a sophomore. Remember, he missed the 3.
Mm-hmm.
That was like right before Christmas, that game.
No fouls. All right, 6 points. Still got plenty of time, guys. Nothing crazy. Nothing. You don't need to get up on him. Don't need to get up on him like that. Really. Good D. Check. Oh. Should have almost a travel.
They're bringing it back out. 5
seconds. Get up.
Avery. Foul on Reyes.
They call the foul on number 12.
Yeah. Fouls on Reyes on the box out. Ian Bourne going back to the line.
This is key right now.
And he leaves. Just free willing substitutions here by Avery. You get no continuity.
Yeah, I can't
Ian
figure
Bourne
it out.
back for
I mean,
the
what year is
which
Derek?
one?
Derek's a senior.
Yeah. Well, he's just going kind of offense, defense. If you make a mistake, you're out.
Yeah.
Another sub. Here comes Medina. Avery with the board.
5-point lead. No need to foul, no need to do anything crazy. There's still plenty of time. 2-possession game.
Hasn't that guy finished the floor by now?
I think he's just on the Zamboni trying to watch the game, to tell you the truth.
Elias coming back in. Travel. Little J. Moore hook shot there on the travel.
Got a timeout by Coach Avery. So Lynn Classical back up by 7. Scaring away from us, Jeff.
So, in the basketball committee meeting, committee members discussed and requested for feedback. They navigate the current COVID-19 impact on the winter seasons. They discussed many different items for each district and how to handle situations if teams do not play the minimum number of games required. The motion was to recommend that masks are optional for the 5 players on the court and officials. That was approved 15-3. So if there's a mask mandate by the Department of Education until the end of February, how can you vote 15-3 to say masks are optional for 5 players on the court? The vote is non-binding. It will be shared with the Board of Directors working group and the Board of Directors as a recommendation. So that's one thing to think about. Then next year, it's going to allow the state association for the adoption of a 35-second shot clock. I would not do that. So the National Federations now is allowing state associations to adopt the 35-second shot clock beginning the 22-23 season. States choosing to adopt this rule will include mounting on the backboard support behind each backboard, as well as resetting the shot clock to 20 seconds when there's intentionally kicked or fisted ball less than 19 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to make a decision April 27th. I would not go with that. I would not move it to 35 seconds.
Why would they do that?
Well, because college is 35, so you're just kind of matching up the NCAA rule. But I would leave it at 30. 1 minute, Kevin. You're going to have to get by Derek if you're going in for a layup. Offensive foul on Zach on the screen.
I don't know. I didn't really see that. I was keeping my eye on Fendendi.
Timeout?
No, they gave him a warning.
Warning?
I never knew you could give a coach a warning.
All right.
Was it a buck? What did he say?
No, it's definitely a moving screen on
No,
Zach.
no, but he gave Coach Antonelli a warning.
That's right, yeah.
Like, but how do you give him a warning? A warning of what? I've never heard that before.
Well,
it's like he got a yellow card. Oh, Fendendi with the big steal. Oh, no.
Ian should shoot the 3.
Bang the 3. There you go. Nope. Dimitri, relax. You don't need a 3. Just bring it in and draw a foul. From way downtown. No. Nope. And we got a foul by Dimitri.
That happened at Lynn English with the girls.
What?
Brian Harris was upset because a technical foul was called on one of his players. So Brian Harris called a timeout and just sat there with his arms crossed. And then when they went to him on the ball again, he said, timeout. So he called consecutive timeouts. He was going to do it a 3rd time. And the coach and the ref said to him, he said, Coach, I'm giving you a warning right now. If you do call the 3rd timeout, there's going to be an issue.
It could have been a coach, be in the coach's box type of warning, right? Do they give warnings for that?
Well, if you're out of the coach's box, but there's no coach's box on the court. So how can you say, how am I out of it? 3 fouls on Fendendi. Back to the line is number 11, Jaden. And now it's still a 1-on-1 situation. He wants Derek out. I would keep Derek in the rebound.
I know. I don't understand. It's a big boy, man.
Here comes Ian Bourne for some rebounding. I just realized we're missing Ginsley, too. Not Ginsley, I'm Charlie. Uh, 45. I'm trying, yeah. I know.
There you go.
Too late there, Elias.
I know. All right, now you got to start Jack. Oh, he can't even catch the ball.
Foul on Fendendi, that's 2 shots. That's 4. Going back to line to pat his scores is Medina, who only has 3 points. So you've held him down. This should be a double bonus now.
I don't want to say that the referees swayed this game one way or the other, because Lynn Classical did hit some big shots, but it wasn't one of the best officiated games that we've seen this season.
Well, it's just also because both teams allowed a couple of bad calls to take over their emotions on the bench.
Emotions, right, exactly. Oh, big, nice box out by Ian.
Foul
There you
will be
go.
on Medina, who's going to make the game longer. Going to the line will be Ian Morales for a 1-and-1. Actually, double bonus now. Double bonus. 47-37.
There you go, Ian knocks it down.
This should be, 38, sorry.
One shot. Georgetown Brady, Katie, one shot. What's up?
Can't finish.
Same team.
And now it's academic.
Going in, Severe.
Shoot the ball, Dimitri. Can't finish. No foul. Oh, Dimitri with the steal. There you go. I was sure Coach Henson was going to call a timeout.
He's gonna be a superstar, Kevin.
No foul. No foul. And that is the game. Final score, Somerville 40, Lynn Classical Rams 49. What do you... I mean... the first 3 quarters of the Highlanders were playing really great team defense. Like I said, their Achilles heel was mainly rebounding, bringing the ball up the court in the full court press. Wasn't that bad this game. Could have been better, but we just have to make some shots. We have plenty of bunnies in this game that they should have hit. That could have made this game a totally different game. Missed layups, and it just careless passes. They have to protect the ball, but I mean, what are you gonna do? The Highlanders are still winless this season, and let's see. The next game that the Highlanders have today is the 18th, so they're going on the road to Chelsea, to the Red Gym at Chelsea High School on Tuesday, January 25th.
So there's some time off.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we'll be back here on Thursday, January 27th, where both Jeff and I will be here to announce that game against Malden High School. And you want to give us the final stats, Jeff?
Yep. For Somerville, 3 points for Elias, but Elias had 7 boards. Great play in the first half for Elias. 4 points for Dimitri. Great steal on the end with 20 seconds to go. Had layup, and he had an incredible offensive, power dribble, through his legs. Ian Bourne with 4 points. Big varsity minutes for Ian Bourne. Ian Morales with 4 points. 7 boards. But Ian Morales, Kevin, the thing for him is the defense that he played on these guards and forwards for Lynn Classical that had just scored major minutes against power teams in Division I. So you got to give Ian Morales a great deal of credit for what he did in this game. Jared Antonelli taking 3 on his 5 fouls. There's probably 4 offensive fouls that he took for a total of 4 points, 8 boards Jared's got 4 boards, 5 fouls, 6 points, 7 points for Zach, who played incredible against the size on this team and leading the way Fendendi with 9 for a total of 40 and 7 for 12 from the free throw line. For Lynn Classical, balanced scoring because so many players played. Carrillo with 2, 4 points for Severe, who came in the fourth quarter. 4 points for Medina, who had 3 in the first half. Total of 4. 4 points for Medina, as I said. 6. Actually, Derek had 3. Played a lot of minutes.
Played a lot of minutes.
He did play a lot of minutes.
But he couldn't build any continuity at all. Like, I don't know.
8 points for Brady Warren with 2 threes in the second quarter, which got Lynn the lead early on. 9 for Avery, and Jaden leading the way with 12, who's been known to score a lot more than that. Double figures of points. 10 boards for Reyes, their power man, with 6 points. So 6 and 10 for a total of 49 points, 8 for 13 from the free throw line. So they move to 4 and 3, and Somerville is now 0 and 8 in last place. So tough goings for Antonelli and company right now, but what you need is to stay focused and knowing that what you did defensively tonight, Kevin, was amazing. It's holding this team down well underneath the scoring average.
Yeah.
Well underneath the scoring average of all these players. Well, that's the story.
That's the story. Well, for Jeff Argenziano, I am Kevin Scott. Have a good night.